Happy day, YouTube. I'm kind of crazy. I have to remember sometimes that the world doesn't move at the same pace that I do. Because I'm always, anyone that knows me is like, she walks faster than anybody. She's constantly, I'm like, I'm constantly go, go, go. But, so I went to this art show the other day. It wasn't like a plan. I just happened to like be walking by and it was open and I thought, oh, it's that stuff where they're doing kind of the same, whoever it was is doing the same effect that I am very fond of, that we called puddles. And so I thought I'd check it out, and I walk in and I started looking at it. I really liked it, not because it was like exceptional art in a sense of like traditionally, okay, I don't know what that was, but not because it was exceptional, but because you could tell the artist had so much fun making it. And as opposed to making it, so this person is making it for themselves, as opposed to making it just to show it or just to sell it. And that I really appreciated, because I like it when people are making art for art's sake, as opposed to making money or trying to please people. And fortunately I was like the only one in there, and so I got to talk to the artist, and it was such an interesting story. He says, you know, I haven't been painting that long. It was a few years ago I had a seizure, and before that I was never artistic at all. I didn't do any art, but I had this seizure, and then all of a sudden I just had this drive to make art, and I couldn't tame it. And so he just started making art, and tons of art. And I thought, what a weird thing. He's like, and he doesn't quite understand. I don't understand it either, but the seizure did something to him that made him an artist when he was not before. In fact, he says he had no art abilities. He had never made art before. I just thought that was such an interesting story. Like, what is it about our brains that creates an artist? Hello.
Howdy, how's it going?
You too. But I don't know, and so on another subject, I suppose we'll move to another subject. We're just doing nature talk today. It's forking beautiful out here. It's getting super green, super green. But so there are people out there that believe that yoga isn't exercise. I don't want to name any names, but there are a lot of people that believe this, and it perplexes me, because what is exercise then? Exercise is like pumping your lymphatic system, right? Moving your body and breathing and getting the lymph flowing. And if you think that yoga doesn't do that, you've never done yoga, because you move and you breathe and you get your lymph flowing. And depending on the type of yoga that you do, you can sweat like crazy doing vinyasa yoga. So don't let anybody ever tell you that yoga isn't exercise. Yoga is absolutely exercise. And some of the sweatiest exercise I've ever done was doing vinyasa yoga. Some of the most sore I've ever been was doing vinyasa yoga. So yoga is absolutely exercise. Don't let anybody ever tell you differently. You don't really, in fact, you could just do yoga as exercise. You don't have to run or swim or bike or any of those things if you don't enjoy doing those things. You should do what you enjoy. Yeah. I don't know if I was having any other thoughts today other than I need to remember that the world doesn't move at the same pace that I do, because I'm always kind of like rushing in front of people, like moving way too fast, like expecting the person at the checkout counter to move as fast as I am, expecting the person in the car in front of me to move as fast as I am. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. But, you know, if they drank, if they started their day with a huge smoothie full of dates and greens and stuff, or a huge bowl of oatmeal, they'd probably be moving at the same pace I am too. But they're not. They're probably eating eggs and other stuff that kind of slows you down. Well, I hope that you're having a beautiful day.